Hey girls and guys and girls. So it is currently just after 4 in the morning, and yeah, he put a sleepiness on me from say roughly about 10 o'clock last night, and all day he just had me relay back to a dream that I had a few days ago. Was it? We'll go to the notes shortly anyway, and you'll see for yourself. Kept on making me go back to this dream, and I'm saying, Lord, what are you saying? And then it clicked to me. Okay, as you may know, he oftentimes has to use my past situations to get the point across. Okay, to get the message to who it needs to get to. So in this dream, he did use my past relationship to indicate what he was trying to say here. Okay, and although people will be like, oh, this must be my life I'm talking about only, there are people who are coming across this video, right, at whatever point they come across it, that will be in a similar situation. I know this for a full fact because he wouldn't have me speak about it if it wasn't the case, okay? So, the dream that I had was everywhere, like literally. I remember a dress, and all I remember him saying to me is, make room, okay? Make room. And that was evident in everything that he showed me. He meant make room. Now, as you know, when he has given me a lot, okay, because there's a message within a message, most times I'll have to go back, okay? When he does that, it's basically him turning and saying, well, I've given you a lot. Speak the word, make it plain, or write it down and make it plain, okay? But in this case, we're speaking it out. So this word, as you can see from the screen, says you were separated from each other, okay? Now, in my situation, as you may know, if you've looked back at some of them, I don't know who my person is, okay? I don't know if he's highlighting my ex as my person or somebody else, okay? But where I currently am at the moment, it's like he's saying, don't worry about it, okay? Like literally, don't worry about it. Don't sit there and dwell on anything. Don't try to make things make sense. All things will make sense in time, okay? And I say that to you as well, because sometimes you can get a little obsessed with wanting to know, okay? Don't go out of your way to try and find out who the person is. Just live your life, okay? If he shows you, he shows you. If he doesn't, he doesn't, okay? So with that now, I'm going to take you to my notes, okay? Right. And it's the first dream that I had recently, so yeah. This was like the third, right? Because then the fourth and then onwards. So my daughter, my daughter, Carl, who's my ex, and my mum are in a car, right? We saw this boy called Hussein running with long hair, and he didn't have long hair. He used to have like a little bit at the front, okay? Mixed race kid, but not mixed races in black and white, mixed races in white and something else, okay? And oftentimes when God shows me certain things in people, it means certain things, but we'll get into that anyway, okay? And he looked so different, basically. They ducked for some reason, so my mum, Illy, my daughter, and Carl ducked, okay? And I was like, what the heck? And then it switched, and I saw Dave, and then we was walking with him and my mum by my old house. It switched. There was a party for my daughter, people came and it got ruined, so they got told to leave. Before I left, I stuck my tongue out playfully at Carl. Me and my daughter went to the leisure centre. People she didn't want to see came. She hugged one boy but was grossed out by him. He had a smell she didn't like. We left to find another park. Then we end up in a shopping centre. She picks up some cardboard cartoon thing. It cost £25 without the bus ticket, but £7 with it. I didn't have it on me. She only had her ticket and hers was still needed. We left the shop. I told them we put it down. Then I was with my mom and I was laying under the quilt with her singing songs. My mom says she has something on her toe. Michael asked to play Love Part 2. He connects to the speaker by Bluetooth. I say, how come his phone sounds so much louder than yours? I wake up, okay? So Hussein's name means good, handsome, or beautiful, okay? And as you know from the last time, Michael means who is like God, or gift from God, okay? Dave means beloved. So, the meaning of you was separated. As I said, this is my past story, okay? So we were sat in a car, right? As I said, it was me, my daughter, my mom, Carl, okay? And me and my mom were in the back, and Carl and my daughter were in the front, okay? Daughter's name means promise, and my mom's name means oath, okay? The car symbolized a ministry, okay? And Carl had made a promise, okay? And I had made an oath, okay? Literally. So in this was the ministry that I was in, but we were not married, okay? So we was not doing it the right way. And there are oftentimes people who are with their person. It can be the right person, but it's not the right person because it's the wrong time, okay? So, as Hussein has ran past, as I said, his name means handsome, good, handsome, or beautiful, okay? So I looked out and saw him. I was like, oh, there's Hussein. And he was running and he saw me, okay? He had long hair. Oftentimes, hair is seen as strength, okay? Because if you go and look at the story of is it Samson with the long hair, right? We did a word on him before. And he's got long hair, right? That's his strength. And when it got cut off, he lost his strength, right? So long hair or hair in a dream often means strength, okay? And he had really long hair, and it says his name means good. So I looked out and they had ducked, okay? I was looking for something else inside of this relationship that I couldn't find, okay? We had a very turbulent relationship. I'm just going to be honest with that because I'm called to be honest about it, right? We had a very turbulent relationship. There were arguments, there were fist fights, all sorts, okay? And after a while, it just became something that I wanted to get out of, right? So me looking out, I was looking for good, I was looking for better, okay? And I wanted something to be strong because it felt like it was something weak, okay? The way that it was. So then I said it switched, right? And then I saw Dave, and that means beloved. So we were speaking with him. He at this point he was in a van, right, when we first seen him. So we went over, me and my mum, and we was talking to him. Then after that he was walking in front with my mum, and then we went separate ways, okay? And me and my mum walked downwards, and he walked over to the opposite side, like back to where my old house was, okay? This was an indication to me, right, that you are still a beloved child of God. But at the time, because of this situation and how things had turned out, you walked away from your person, basically, right? But it was for a purpose. So I hope that makes sense, right? You're still a beloved child of God, right? But where the love was and the person who was for you, you walked away from, okay? He had me realize the situation between me and my ex, okay? He was the person. It was the wrong time, okay? And how I know this is because, as I said, my daughter's name means promise, right? And we had a party for my daughter, right? So we were celebrating this promise with each other, okay? And people came in and ruined the party, okay? So there was outside sources that came in and ruined what we had, okay? And this is the same for whoever this message is for. You was with the person who you're supposed to be with, right? You may not have been doing it the right way, which, I was guilty of and have been forgiven for, right? You may not have been doing it the right way, but there were people who knew that used to were a God ordained partnership, and they came in with all of their doubts, their lies, their tricks, all those kinds of things, right? And ruined what was going on between the two of you, okay? You still have love for the person, but you may not be in love with the person because of all the stuff that you have been through, okay? And I say that because when I was leaving, I stuck my tongue out at him, like really playfully, right? And he just kind of like smiled and laughed a bit, and then I left, okay? So when I had walked out from after this party had been ruined, right? Me and my daughter went to a leisure centre, okay? When you go to a leisure centre, it's exercise, playing tennis, golf, whatever you decide to do in a leisure centre, okay? So this is the place where you're working on yourself, basically, like preparing yourself and getting ready, okay? And here she saw people that she didn't particularly like, okay? So this may be the fact that wherever you are positioned right now and doing the work, there are going to be things that you are not going to like, okay? That could necessarily mean people, that could mean the process that you have to be going through. There are going to be things that are initially going to rub you the wrong way, okay? But it's all a part of the process. This is why I said there was a reason for you to be separated, because there was work to be done, okay? God will show you these things in different ways, okay? So this is how he has spoken it to me, okay? You could be a person of leisure right now, okay? Things may not have worked out prior to this place where he has put you in right now, okay? This place where it just seems like back and forward, constant workout, like hustle bustle, whatever it may be. But you are still in a leisurely place, okay? He has you rested so that you can do the things that need to be done. So you're rested, but you're not rested because there's still work to be done for his kingdom, but you're having to do it separately on yourself, okay? Without the distraction, so to speak, even though having a partner isn't a distraction, it should never be a distraction. Without having all of those things to look out for as well, because when you have your person with you, it's like it's no longer about you, okay? Like you have to be about your person and your family, okay? And he wants you at this point to take care of what you have to take care of right now for yourself, okay? And when my daughter saw the person, like she was really icked out, okay? She got the ick like 100% when this person came over to her and hugged her, and like there was a scent, and she really was like, I really don't want to hug you, okay? I really don't want to do this. So there are going to be things that will come up that are foul, okay? That you deem as foul. There are going to be things that you are not going to like. The process is going to be something that is ghetto, okay? Take it from somebody who knows. The process of getting your stuff together, because we don't do the swearing right here, right? The process of getting your stuff together is going to be ghetto, okay? It's going to get ghetto. It's going to be hard. You may cry a little, okay? There's going to be so much things you're going to say, oh my gosh, like, why is this happening? oh my gosh, like, why am I doing this? Like, you're going to have a whole bunch of questions, okay, as to why this is happening, what you're supposed to do, etc., etc., okay? But everything will make sense eventually, okay? It just calls for you to do the work, okay? So then we left from this leisure center, and we went out to find another park, okay? So open space, just to relax and, you know, gather ourselves, have a good day, basically, okay? So sometimes even like the little bit of R&R you'll be giving yourself, right? Take a breather and come away from the things that are bogging you down, okay? So we go shopping, and she picks up some cardboard cartoon thing, right? It was yellow or whatever. And I was like, what is that? And it cost £25, right? And when you look up 25 gives agapeo in Greek. Hold on, let's go there. 25. Oops. Greek. Ooh, I don't know what that was, Greek. Yeah, so 25 gives agapeo, okay? Properly to refer to love for the believer, okay? Preferring to live through Christ. So when she went and picked this up, right, this is saying that there is a promise, right, for this love that you are to be in, okay? This is what has been ordained for you. God has ordained for you is this agapeo love, okay? To prefer to walk with Christ. It says love, right? And it's preferred that you are in love, right? And that's the promise, because the promise picked up this cardboard cartoon, right? That cost £25, right? To love, right? When I looked at this thing, I was like, what is that? Like, it could be so foreign to you what this love is, but that is what is promised to you, right? But without the bus ticket, it was 7, okay? And 7 biblically means completeness, okay? I'm going to take you to the biblical version of it, because that's the version that I first learned. So I was like, Lord, are you saying to me the Greek version or the Strong's Hebrew version or the biblical? And I went biblical, okay? Completeness and spiritual perfection, right? Number 7, completeness and spiritual perfection, okay? But you won't be able to be complete until you have what is necessary for this love story that he has for you, okay? There is something that you have to acquire. I said in this, right, that I didn't have the ticket, and hers was still in use, okay? So that promise is still available to you, okay? But there is something that you need in order to make this love story complete. When you look up ticket, right, ticket says, let's go to ticket. Ticket meaning a piece of paper or card that gives the holder a certain right. Hold on, let's go into it. Especially to enter a place, travel by public transport, or participate in an event, okay? You need the ticket to complete this love story, okay? It gives you a right. And until you have completed and found whatever it is that you need to go into this love story, you must wait, okay? And with the wait, sometimes it means taking care of what you've got to do for yourself first. But he's definitely saying you need to make room, because ready or not, here I come, right? That's all I kept on hearing. And then he gave me Fuji's, ready or not, here I come, you can't hide, right? They're coming. But are you ready? And do you have what is needed to work on the relationship, if it is the person from in your past, or on the new relationship he's bringing in for you, the new person he's bringing in for you? And don't come at me saying, oh, who God gives, that's it. He can raise up another, okay, if so be it. There are people who have forfeited being with you, okay? They forfeited their opportunity of being with you, okay? And if you don't believe, then go and look up the story of Ruth, okay? Go and look it up, because Boaz was not her original, but he was, because God said that's how her story was going to be, right? So whether it's the person who was from your past or a new person who's coming in, you got to get yourself together, okay? Time for you to get yourself together. And the reason why I say that is, right, when we left there, I ended up at my mom's. I did a video on this not long ago where I was explaining this part, and it's called Love Part 2. He's bringing Love Part 2 back around again, okay? After we had left from this shop, right, this love that I couldn't acquire because I didn't have the ticket, what was necessary for this agapeo love that he has, right? I went back to my mom's, and she said there was something on her toe, or wrong with her toe. And the toe means balance, influence, right? And there's the other one, leadership, basically, okay? The one who knows authority. And your person could have an issue with authority, okay? Or you could have an issue with authority. And that could be something that you need to work on in order for you to have the ticket so that you can get this agapeo love that he has for you. Do the work, okay? And do it quickly, because I'm just going to take you down to the bottom one. This is this morning, between last night, 7th, to 8 this morning. Woke up at 03:03. Everything I was shown in my dream, he indicated it's time to make room, okay? I saw a dress, and even though the dress that I saw was not a traditional white dress, it was black and white. Now, whether that means something to someone, I'm not sure, but he showed me a dress, okay? And I woke up at 3:03. Now, I'll go take you to 3:03 biblically, so you can see what 3 is. Not 3:03, but the number 3, so you can see what the number 3 means. Resurrection, divine completeness, perfection, Godhead, and Trinity. Get ready. Make room, okay? It's time, and it's coming quickly. So if there's things that you need to throw out, throw them out, okay? Stop buying a whole bunch of stuff. Make room, okay? Start making room in your heart. That's the most important thing that you can do. Get ready to love again, okay? It may seem hard because of the things that you went through, but get ready to love again. Make room Okay? Declutter your home spiritually and physically. Make room. This can also be in regards to another promise he has. This doesn't necessarily only speak about your person. There can be good things that are on the way that you have been asking for a long time. But because you have taken your time to do the work, it's taken a little bit longer for it to come. But because you started doing the work, it's on the way. Okay? Make room. Your promises are on the way. They're waiting for you to do what is necessary so that you can acquire those good things that he has for you, right? So the Bible verse he gave me is this verse, Matthew 19. No, we go this one because it makes it a lot easier. Mark 10:9. Let's go into it. Even though you can't see it, you can see it right there, but we'll go into it nonetheless. Mark 10:9. What therefore God have joined together, let no man put asunder. Okay? Basically, let no man separate. What he has put together, may no person separate. Okay? Woe to those that speak to a person and tell them to do bad. Okay? It will be like hanging a yoke around their neck. Hold on. Let me see if I can find the Bible verse now for you guys. Oh. Sorry. Sometimes my keyboard be acting up. I need a new phone, guys. I really do. But I've got other important things to think about. Woe to he who how does the Bible verse go? Who tells another to sin? I'm paraphrasing the heck out of this. I can't remember the Bible verses. I really need to get this on top. I need to get it together. Okay, this is where a lot of my areas need to be put in ship shape. To sin whilst trying to do good. That's how I'm gonna paraphrase it, because it's gotta come up with the Bible verse. I say it's got to, but you know. Is this it here? This is how it gets, guys. As you may know already, not everything is always straightforward. There is hiccups and hitches and all kinds of things. Right. Therefore, let us not pass judgment on one another any longer, but rather decide never to put a stumbling block or hindrance in the way of a brother. That's not it. I think this might be it. I think this is it. And he said to his disciples, temptations to sin are sure to come, but woe to the one through whom they come. It would be better for him if a milestone were hung around his neck and he were cast into the sea, than that he should cause one of these little ones to sin. Yeah, that's the one. Luke 17, 1 through to 4. We got there in the end, guys. We got there in the end. So, Judgment has been passed in every single way, right? In this situation, there were those that came in to ruin what God had placed together, and he has had to rectify things. He has been doing the work in the background. So in this case, there is the person you were with, okay? Wrong time, right person, bad situation, coming back around, okay? That's what's been shown to me. Then there is the situation where there are people who are forfeited, okay? Can't get right, won't get right, won't change. And he has had to leave that where it was and resurrect a new love story for you, okay? An agape love, one that is going to just top everything you could ever have even imagined, right? Because now God's in it, okay? You're no longer doing it through your own strength anymore. It's through his Holy Spirit. And the person who he has for you has his heart, okay? He's of God. He's afresh, he's new. If he's the person from in your past, he's not the same person he was before. But if it's a new person, it's completely different. You would never have experienced this kind of love before, okay? So get ready, because that's what he's saying. Get ready, get ready. Sorry, I can't shout. It's really early. People are still be sleeping, and I feel like I need to go back to sleep myself. But I said I need to get this video done, right? Because all day yesterday, like literally all day yesterday, I was supposed to post this, and I was like, what are you saying? And then I had to get more revelation in order to do this message, this video, right? So whoever it's for, I hope that this helps you and gets you together, okay? Get together, get yourself together, and start working on what it is that you need so that you can acquire this agapeo love that God has for you, all right? He's waiting. And you don't have God waiting, okay? Because nobody puts Abba in the corner. No, not never, okay? So guys, I hope that this message helps, renews, encourages, all of that good stuff for whoever it's for. Go and get yourself together, right? Ciao, Bella. Have a great morning, evening, whatever it may be, wherever you are. Ciao.